Oh, all right. Oh, shit. I do that all the time. What's up? Creepers and Geekers, Chris, the Retro Creep here. How is everyone doing today? The family is all out going to see that Wicked movie. And I'm home enjoying a cheeseburger and some french fries. A crinkle cut, of course. Patriots are on in the background, destroying the Bills. It's kind of not really a super snowy day. There was enough for me to shovel a little bit. Excuse me. Get the hiccups. Get the hiccup cups. So, Jerome, what's up, buddy? I got the Sprint yesterday. Let it snow. Absolutely, dude. Why are you in here? Go fucking play with your Sprint. Go play with your little Sprint. It's been nice. The 80s and television impressed me. It's been since the 80s and television impresses me. Absolutely. Is this technically your first Intellivision console? I mean, I guess we can call it an Intellivision console, right? How are the Pats doing? They're doing awesome. It's 21-0. 21 to fucking nothing. I didn't expect anything less this week. But I think we're still in the first half. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second, so we're just about on the 2-minute warning for the first half of the game. And the Pats are performing splendidly. I didn't even fucking think about this. I didn't even move things around. So I'm going to nibble on my burger for a little bit first, if you don't mind. It's a little burger. I don't even like ketchup, but I'll dip it in there anyway. I like ketchup for my french fries, but to be honest with you, I think ketchup is probably the bastard of all. Wow, my frame rate's all fucked up today. I'm sorry about that. Hope it's got nothing to do with me. Oh. But ketchup's the bastard of all condiments. Unless you're fucking under 17, you should never put it on a fucking hot dog. I can tell you that right now, straight up. Straight up. Sorry, I'm fixing a few screens here, so when we get to the Atari part of playing Atari, we can play Atari properly. And I can see it, and hopefully you can see it, and you can hear it. I had Intellivision too. Not many games for it. Right on. The funny thing is, I have no idea what I did with it or what happened to it. You know what? The Intellivision is kind of like that for us Atari guys. I got one dirt cheap a long time ago. They even had like little sticks on it, you know, for the joysticks. It actually worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. I remember playing that shitty version of Donkey Kong that the Intellivision has. And it worked out pretty well. It worked great with, what do you call it there? Burger Time. It worked really well at Burger Time. But I don't know. I just never played the damn thing. And I was in a group, a Facebook group that I'm still a member of, but not very active. It was a private group for a bunch of us down in Arizona. We call ourselves the Cunts. Classic Unified Nerd Traders. I didn't come up with it, but it was rad enough for whatever. And somebody on there was like, does anyone have a television? And of course, I was like the only guy that did. And I was just like, yeah, I do, and a stack of games. I think I paid $10 for the console and like $30 for this stack of games. Big stack, mostly boxed, you know? The only box one I didn't have was, I had the box and the manual for Frogger, so I had to go out and buy the cartridge separately. But other than that, it was just a really great deal. It was at a Goodwill. And even the cashier was like, are you sure you want to buy this? I was like, yeah, absolutely. But I never did anything with it, so I just gave him everything for $40, you know? And then later on, I was doing a bunch of trades with this place down in Somerville, Mass. It's more of a nostalgic shop than it is a gaming store. They started off doing vintage and retro fashion, Then they moved on to albums and video games, and now they have like VHS, but they're still mainly retro clothing. And he had a copy of Beam Rider for Intellivision. It was the only game he had. And I'm like, you know what, can you throw that into the deal? And he's like, yeah, just take the fucking thing. Get it out of my store. And then I did another trade with a buddy of mine named Rick R. From the Atari the Atari I.O. forums. And one of them was Dracula. And I had those two games for the longest time. And then eventually I got a console. And it's the one I use in the other room now. I have a second one that doesn't work. I was hoping to customize that one for the Alzheimer's Association for next year, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Mr. Shaw, what's going on, buddy? What the hell? The Pats are playing. What are you doing streaming? It's on right here, buddy. It's on right here. Oh, they finally scored, huh? Fuck Buffalo. Buffalo can eat my beefalo. They're going to get spanked today. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I could say the same to you, Mr. Shaw. Why are you watching it? You could be watching the Pats game. But we all know how that's going to end. I'm not going to say it out loud in case I jinx it, but excuse me while I eat my last French fry. I mean, I do have this guy, this crispy motherfucker, really thin, snuck in there, which I'm fine with. I will eat stuff like this all day long. I love it. I love it. I love it. Beam Rider is a bitchin' game. I love Beam Rider. And oddly enough, I don't own it for the Atari. But I do have it for the Intellivision because of the story we were just relating. And I actually like it better on the Intellivision, oddly enough. I don't know. I know it. I know it. Watching the game, man. It's an important game. Who do you have for the Super Bowl this year? I, of course, am throwing the Pats in there. I just don't know who they might be playing. Yeah, I don't know. But can't wait to add games. Yeah, dude, I have where is it? I've never shown you guys. I think it's over here. For when I become a big boy and I'm able to buy my own Sprint, I have this Transformer USB stick. I believe it came from a buddy of mine named Ordo Necro sent me this big package. And it transforms into like a dog, like a mechanical dog, which I'm not going to undo this. But it's got the, the Decepticon logo, and it looks pretty rad. And it's like a switchblade. You press this thing and it goes, yeah, I'm going to stick myself in your computer and do the things that make the stuffs happen. So I have this ready. In fact, what I might do is take my PyRTO flash, bring it into the computer, drag a copy of those files, and then just put them in the root of this. And then I'll be fucking ready to rock and roll. Oochie ooh, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch everyone having fun with this. I want to see the inside of one. So someone needs to fucking open one up on camera. I'm sure someone has already, and I will look for that video. But very cool Transformers. Yeah, man. That's what I got ready to go. Mattel, right? Wasn't Transformers a Mattel product? Hold on. Was the Transformers made by Mattel? No, I'm sorry. They were a Hasbro. Oh, I should have fucking known that. Hasbro's somewhat local to where I'm at. Either way, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But, let me take another bite of this. And we'll play some Atari. We'll play some fucking Atari. I very rarely need a napkin, but this fucker is so juicy. Now I know how all those white women felt. Gee whiz. I didn't think it would be as fun as it is. There's a lot of fantastic games on the television. A lot of really fun games. There are also a lot of fucking games that are overcomplicated just for the sake of fucking being overcomplicated. But, and for example, the first game we're going to be playing today, bowling. The Intellivision bowling, in my opinion, is overcomplicated. But goddamn, is it not fun as fuck. I think it's fun. Let me just make sure the volumes are good here. I'm going to put that at about 60. I almost hit the mute button on my computer. I've played 8 games so far. Right on, man. I'm going to assume one of them was Astro Smash. That's a fucking must-have. Chip Shot Golf is awesome. Bowling probably is my favorite. Right on, man. I haven't played the golf game. I don't typically play golf games. I don't know. Hold on, let me turn that down a little bit more. That's got to be loud. That's got to be loud. Ah, what the fuck? Looks like we're not getting to 300 today. And the only reason we're playing this first is because someone on the Atari Age Facebook group had posted this. And I said, you know what? That's the game I'm going to start with today. There we go. Shark Shark is way better than I thought. It really is, dude. That's one of the simpler games that is so fun. I love Shark Shark. I never played it, as a kid, and I definitely didn't play it later on. Until, believe it or not, the Amico nonsense. And once I played it on that, I, of course, explored it on the original console. And without my thumb buddies, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I don't think I would be able to play Shark Shark with as much skill as I sometimes ponder that I may have. Did you get a sprint? No, I'm still not working yet. My little hospital stay fucked that all up. I actually had a really good interview lined up for a company here that I'd be testing microwave emitters for helicopters and shit, military contact crap. They were going to pay like $32 an hour just to start. And it was all plug and play. But unfortunately, the health went down. I ended up in the hospital for about 2 weeks and then into a rehab, not like chemical rehab, for another week or so, So I kind of missed out on that opportunity. I messaged them, the recruiter and all that, and they said, we'll see what we can do. And they said they're just glad that I'm healthy and shit now, but I haven't heard back all week. I just haven't had the extra cash. I wanted to focus on food, family, and the holidays. So I did not get myself one. But I will. As soon as the holidays are done doing their thing, I'll get myself one. I have an Intellivision here, and I have the Pi RTO2 Flash with all the games, including some homebrews that I've purchased, and one that Brian's Man Cave gave me. Keystone Cops, his version of it. The Keystone Capers. And so I'm not lacking in Intellivision. I just don't have a convenient way to jam one into an HDMI port. That's all. And I'm fine with that. Once I do got one, I have that little thing now. I can plug it into here and we can play it straight. And I can't wait to do that. That's what I'm mainly waiting for. That, and I need to get a new dock for the Switch, because I have a lot of games on the Switch, and I have a game I haven't even opened yet, which is the Street Fighter collection for the Switch. A buddy of mine gave me, because it was a game he got by mistake. It wasn't even the one he ordered. And he's like, they don't want it back. Will you play Street Fighter? I'm like, yeah, absolutely I will. And it's funny, he didn't even have a Switch. He was buying a game for the PS4. I think it was a racing game. But, so yeah, I don't have one just yet, but I'm okay. I have ways to play Intellivision. Plenty of ways. And, worst case scenario, I could always just put an emulator on here like I had with the what was it, the Air Pro, whatever the fuck I had. One of the first laptops I had doing this for streaming and such. Had OpenEmu, which I believe was an Apple iOS program or app or whatever that you could use for almost like RetroArch, but specifically for Apple products for the Apples. We'll get one. Don't you worry. I will absolutely have one. And if they go on sale by the time I have a few extra bucks, I may buy two and customize one of those for the Alzheimer's Association instead of fucking with the other one. I might just use the other one to replace the controllers on mine, the one I use here, and do some HDMI work to it, because the RF box on mine is not the greatest. And rather than just fix it, I'd rather just fucking give the thing a good upgrading. I know it bugs people that some people do that, but it's like, I get it, but leave people alone. Let people do what they want to do with their stuff. Purists really piss me off, because they'll straight attack you. I remember once I made a replacement cape for my Remco mini monsters, my Dracula and Phantom. And this one dude just fucking went off on me on Facebook. So I made sure he understood that it was a wrong dude, but oh, what's going on, Soul? How you doing? Hold on, let's see. The miniature golf game is good because it's mostly based on bank shots. Right on. You talking about for the Intellivision or Atari? Activision Skiing was my cousin's favorite 2600 game. That's rad. I don't think I've ever really played the skiing game seriously ever. Maybe we'll play some of that. Maybe we can play some of that. Again, the only reason I'm playing this is, one, it's Sunday. Let's relax at first here. You just play something relaxing. But again, I saw it on Facebook. Someone in one of the Atari groups, I think it was Atari Age, posted their score. And there was a good amount of conversation underneath. I even chimed in with, it's fun and relaxing at the same time. There's really nothing going on. I mean, give the ball a little bit of fucking English right before it hits and all that, but fun stuff. But yeah, thanks for coming in, everyone. Howard jumped in. Howard's jumping in. Let's see. Let me get back to the chat here. This is one of those nice games that I can do that with. I'm trying the skiing. That surprised me too. Yeah, the skiing on Intellivision is pretty nice too. You have the 2600 skiing, however, the Intellivision one blows it away. There's a lot of games on the Intellivision that visually blows it away, and some of them have, I wouldn't call it better gameplay, but it's a little easier on the Intellivision, if that makes sense. But there's a lot of fantastic Intellivision games that surpass the Atari stuff. But you know what? I don't even look at it like that anymore. You just have different versions of these games. Some of them are a little more rudimentary than others. When you're talking pre-NES, I mean, you can't really, it's all apples and oranges and all that good shit. Same basic libraries, but different styles, So I can't really sit there and say which one I think is better. I would prefer to play this over Intellivision bowling, but Intellivision bowling is so much more fun. Does that make sense? Even though they overcomplicate the fuck out of it. Oh, damn it. But yeah. Let's see. Also, you can practice spares. Right on. Chip Shot has a console editor. What? Oh, a course editor. That's cool. Howard says, nice game. Yeah, I like this, man. It's pretty fun. Pierre, what's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in, man. Richie Skulls, what's up? We got all the peeps coming in today. The 2600 skiing is still a good game, just when compared. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I know it's cliche to say this, but like games like Frogs and Flies, which is an Intellivision game, just played better on the Atari. It didn't look as good. And we talked about earlier that I think Beam Rider on the Intellivision is so much better than on the Atari. I wouldn't say so much better, but I like it better. There's just something about the disc and how it works with that game that I can appreciate. And same with like Burger Time. Burger Time works so well with the Intellivision disc. As much as I hate it. What the fuck? We're going to get back into playing some Phoenix here pretty soon, because I still feel like I need to redeem myself for my poor fucking Phoenix skills these days. And it's really bothering me. It's really bothering me. But Howard says the intelligent bowling is, yeah, you know what? It's overcomplicated, but it's wicked fun once you. If anyone here has been around long enough to remember Sunday Night Live on Instagram, the missus and I sat there and tried to figure that game out one evening. And once we got it, it was so fun. We had such a blast with it. Such a blast. Basketball immortalized in the movie Airplane. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a weird game. I always thought my cartridge was broken. For anyone who may not know, they reversed the one player, two player kind of selection thing. And I always thought my cartridge was just fucked up. It just turned out they were all like that. I don't know if Atari ever fucking fixed it or not. But, we'll see. I don't know. I've never had a copy that wasn't like that. Ah! Fuck you. I was on the road to 300, baby. This ain't Sparta! I think I like Dark Caverns on the 2600 better than Night Stalker, but I barely played any Night Stalker. Alright, so I've been saying this in a lot of fucking streams lately, like in Television Gamer, and Chuck streams, and even Papa Peeps. There's a problem with the Intellivision controller, where like with Tron Deadly Discs and that, you can't have both things happening at once, the shooting and the controller. But you can grab both controllers and do it, right? I wish Atari was smart enough to have made a digital option to get rid of that limitation. I can't imagine it would have been hard to do. It's literally just programming. And I don't know if that would have screwed up anything, but make it an option. Like almost like some people like the screen stretched out, other people like the standard, was it 5x4 or whatever the fucking ratio is. But Dark Cavern's really fun. I actually prefer Night Stalker in this case. Night Stalker is the OG, and I think it just has a little more going for it. But they're roughly the same game. I mean, plus the name fucking Night Stalker. Come on, come on. Not that I'm trying to glorify fucking Richard Ramirez because he was a scumbag. He was a fucking waste product. A big fucking waste product. Cowardly motherfucker. But, yeah. Activision Fishing Derby is punk rock. It really is. That is so much fun when you got another person hanging out with you playing. I haven't played that in like decades. I don't think I've played Fishing Derby in forever. I loved Fishing Derby. I can right now. I can recall a moment of me and my buddy sitting in his basement playing that fucking game and having a good time. And, doing the whole nudging each other bullshit. Damn it. But Dark Caverns is a fun game. We played that recently, actually, I think. I think I played that during the times of the Halloween. The weenies of Hollow Creek. It's the Hollow Creek prick. 200. I can live with that for now. There's a lot of X's up there, a lot more than I usually get, so... But so far, what is your favorite game on it, Jerome? What's your favorite game on the Intellivision Sprint? Anybody really who has one and wants to chime in. I'm curious if you haven't really been into the Intellivision, and this is either your introduction or reintroduction because you just haven't done it in a long time. I'm curious what everyone's favorite game on the system is. So far, anyway. with what kind of package with the damn thing. But to be perfectly honest with you, Soul, once you put the word Activision in front of a game, you can't really go wrong at all. You can't go wrong. There we go. There we go. Probably the bowling. Right on, dude. Right on. Fantastic game. I'm going to have to relearn how to play that. Oh, come on, dude. What the fuck? You know? However, Chip Shot Golf and Shark Shark are close. Shark Shark is such a fun, again, rudimentary game. Simple ass concept that's been done over and over and over again. Smaller things eating bigger things to get bigger. To eat bigger things. You know? But it's so fun, especially when you nudge the stupid shark's tail. You basically tell him, fuck off, I may be a little guppy. But you can fuck right off. Stupid shark. You can nibble on my bunghole, my ring, my balloon. Richard Maras in towns all around our town. Oh, so you're out there in California way, or are you in Texas? But one around us because our town is bordered by the mountains on one side. Right on. I like mountains. That's one thing I missed about being in Arizona. I had a lot of really great mountain ranges around me that looked really beautiful. And of course we had the Superstition Mountains and all that stuff. And on top of that there was a lot of old ghost towns. Some of them alive now, but they all had a place called the Copper Something Hotel. So I guess Arizona was known for a lot of copper. I don't know. There's this one town just south of Tombstone called Bisbee. If you ever get a chance, go check that place out. Especially if you're an artist of any kind. It's basically one giant artist community. But it's an old mining town. And, you know, it has all this stuff. So when you're going south in Arizona, you know, first you stop off at Boot Hill, the cemetery, and then you go down the street a little bit further to Tombstone. And honestly, Tombstone is not really much. It's one of those things where you walk up and down the street a couple of times and say, okay, we've just experienced Tombstone, so let's grab something to eat. Let's go into the Birdcage Theater. Maybe get a ride on the you know, the horse-driven carriage thingy-mabobby. And there's also a haunted hotel there that was originally run by one of Ike Clanton's descendants. Looks just like the fucking dude. He's got a picture of Ike next to him, and they look almost identical. Ike was kind of a pussy, though. I understand that he was a popular name during all that, but it's like, I don't know if I would have been proud of that. But the dude's making money, so who gives a fuck, right? The dude's making a living out of it. Good for him. But once you get done with the Birdcage Theater, you have something to eat over at fucking Kate's place. It's really just shopping. There's like a random fucking Harley store there. You know, lots of memorabilia. You can buy the movie Tombstone in every fucking gift shop. And I think they only filmed one thing there. There was another like Wild West theme park. Didn't have like rides and shit north of us on the 202 or the 101 called Rawhide. And they filmed some of Tombstone there as well. In fact, I think where the Faro table was filmed there. I could be way off on that. So, but that's my recollection. It's been well over a decade since I've been in Arizona. And it's probably been 15 years since I've been to Rawhide. If it even exists still. If it even exists still. But that wasn't a real ghost town. It was, you know, it was made for tourism and shit like that. Let's see, Richard Ramirez, yeah, okay. Let's see, some of those old school launch games on the Atari really, launch games. These broke. I don't know if you can see the tape on them. So they're not really hanging on my head very well. I got to go to the store tomorrow and get me a new pair. They're just reading glasses, so not any specific kind of situation. In fact, I lost my other ones in the rehab place I was in. Had these, and they're like, here's 3 or 4 of them. Try a few out and see if they work. And these ones were fine. They're not stylish or anything, and I don't really care about that. But let's see. Some of those the old school launch games on the Atari really kicked ass. Dodge 'em, literally. Hey, it's plain chicken. Yeah, absolutely, man. Dodge 'em. I don't have the brain for that. Bisbee is nice. It's a hippie town. Yeah, all the super hot sauce you can handle. It's fucking awesome down there. I wanna retire there, dude. The temperature's perfect year round. And like when you're going into the town, I mean everything's in this big valley where they mined. And you can see the top of the tin roofs and they're all painted. Pretty cool stuff. Dodgem is still pretty challenging. Yeah, the controls and the layout. It really is. It really is. Say when. Yeah, absolutely. Say when. I didn't think you had it in you. I'm your Huckleberry. We started a game that we've never got to play. For blood, right? I was just fooling about. I wasn't. I fucking love Doc Holliday. At least in that movie. I couldn't tell you how accurate it really is. But Val Kilmer, though, I don't like a lot of his stuff. Like, I like his portrayal of Jim Morrison. Real Genius was fucking great. I didn't like Top Secret. But Tombstone, absolutely. I love that movie. I don't even consider it a serious Western. I consider it like a mainstream Western. But it really is a good movie. It's your typical it's typical of the time, you know. But fucking Val Kilmer is Doc. Why, Johnny Tyler! Where you going with that shotgun? Doc, I didn't know you were in town. He's like, you may go now. Man. What a great movie. My favorite Western, and I want you guys to chime in with your favorite, if you're into Westerns. Mine is High Plains Drifter. I've always wanted to remake that movie, but make it actually creepy. You know? It's about a vengeful spirit. In the opening, with the music there. Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff. A friend of mine had a couple of horses. And I was actually going to see if he would let me, using a cell phone and everything, kind of recreate the opening to that. But he didn't want to do it. I wouldn't have been on the horse. Fuck that noise. I've only been on the horse twice. The first time it really wasn't a good experience. It was on my honeymoon with my now ex-wife. And they broke us up into 3 groups. People all the way over here have never been on a horse and don't know what the fuck they're doing. People in the middle who have been on a horse, but, they may not be the most astute at knowing the way of the samurai when it comes to being on a horse. And then, of course, people who fucking do it regularly. I was all the way over on the fucking dumbass side. And my wife at the time, she was on the, I've been on a horse a few times. And I got a dude named Chester, who absolutely made it very clear that dude wanted nothing to do with me being up on his back. And I wasn't as heavy back then as I am now. I was a lot more muscular than I was portly. And he would start like walking in the bushes and shit. He tried to lay down at one point on the trail, nipping at my fucking legs. I made him see eye to eye. I'm not going to say how, because I kind of feel bad about it now, but... Oh, fuck it, I'll just say it. And I was a young man. You got to remember, this is back in 1999. I was a wicked young dude. But when no one was looking, I gave him a shot to the back of the neck. And just said, I don't want to be here any fucking more than you want me to be on you. Let's just get it over with, dude. And then from that point on, we were okay. I don't think I did anything to hurt the guy. But I let him know, fuck this. I'm not doing this with you. I'm only doing this because my fucking wife wanted to. So let's just fucking enjoy the scenery. I'm not going to make you run or anything. Because that was an option. Taking the horse and running on the beach. Fucking crazy. Went through the jungle. We were down in Playa del Carmen, I think it was called, in Mexico, just south of Cozumel, which is outside of it. So I think the bar we used to go to down there called Senior Frogs, I think that was in Cozumel. I could be way off on that. Again, this was back in fucking 1999. In March. But we were down there during spring break, so it was a fucking wild time. I'm surprised I didn't die of fucking alcohol poisoning. Because the honeymoon was paid for by our sister-in-law. She had gobs of money. And she's like, as your wedding gift, instead of helping you guys pay for some of it, which of course she did, but because she was my now ex-wife's mother figure. She's quite a bit older than us. Their mother had fucking bailed on them when they were really young. And there was a lot of them. There was like 7 of them total. Only one male. The rest of them were all females. But, hold on. Fuck, I forget what I was even talking about. I know we were talking about the horse and all that. My ex-wife. Oh, she paid for the fucking the resort. And it was all inclusive. So I could wake up at 2 in the morning, walk down to the fucking main lobby, and there was a fucking little pop-up bar. I just grab a couple of fucking Dos Equis, and I shot, go back to my room, puke, get ready for the next day. The next day of horse racing and fucking puking. I did get sick while I was down there. I can only imagine it was the water, but whatever. Had a good time. I think. I was told I had a good time. Oh, man. Let's see. I lived in Tucson for 3 years. There's a really good movie studio down there. The Tucson Movie Ranch, or whatever it was called. I'm sure you know all about it. I went down there for a couple of steampunk conventions. I was really gifted at making steampunk weapons, a.k.a. dry brushing gold and copper colors on Nerf guns. And I made a lot of money. Those steampunk casts take real serious. Take that shit real serious. But it was really cool seeing some of that old black and white Western scene, you know, where they filmed it. And they would have pictures on the buildings and everything. There was a lot of little places like that in Arizona. But that's really the only time I fucked around with going to Tucson. I was up in both the Phoenix and also the Tempe area. I was on the East Valley for a while and then the West Valley for another. Reversed that. West Valley and then the East Valley for a number of years. I was out there, I think, 15 years total. 15 years total. All right, let's find. You know, we'll play a couple more rounds of this and then we'll put a real game on. Richie says, I love that movie. Yeah, me too. On the Atari VCS, they had 2 versions of Warlords. I dig the arcade version and the launch version that you can play on the computer. Yeah, right on, dude. Warlords is a fun game. I just never had enough people to make it worthwhile. Warlords to me is not fun unless all 4 controllers are being used, you know? Or all 4 spots are occupado. The 1994 film Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner is good. Dennis Quaid plays Doc Holliday. Right on. Later on, I believe it was a Redbox, direct-to-Redbox kind of movie. Val Kilmer played Wyatt Earp in a game, and it didn't really, it wasn't very good. But I think I remember the one that you're talking about, the Wyatt Earp game with Kevin Costner and Dennis Quaid. I don't remember if I enjoyed it or not, but I seem to remember it being fun. I don't know. If you go horseback riding and you are a beginner, they put more beginner on the older horses. I know. More experience they put on the younger ones. Oh, no, absolutely. I totally get that. The guy I had, I mean, he was sag. Oh, what a cool color scheme. The blues and shit. The guy I had a little bit of a bow to his back. But Bone Tomahawk is a good, brutal kind of Western with Kurt Russell. Really? I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. We got the notebook out. We got Zero. Alan gave me a game, I believe. It was called Zero something. I didn't write it down proper. Fuck. So I don't know what that second word is. But Bone Tomahawk. Yeah. AWK. Movie. I'll write that. Movie. Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting I got Girl Scout cookies here. Probably good because I'm not supposed to eat them. I'm fucking diabetic. I'm type 2. But I take care of myself for the most part, believe it or not. Like yesterday, we went to a new trail. We went to go check out a new hiking trail to us, anyway. You know. All right, we're going back down to the Phoenix way of things because I am so tired of not being fairly decent at it. Chris, you're fucking alphabet, dude. What the fuck? All right, here we go. Here's good old Phoenix, speaking of Arizona. What'd you like about living in Tucson? Like I said, I only went down there for that one reason, and it was like twice. I mainly kept my ass in the, basically from the Phoenix area and north. You know, I didn't really fuck around too much with anywhere else. A Bone Tomahawk, all right, we got that. The horseback, yep, we got all that. Let me swap over to my coffee. Now that I'm pretty much done with my lunch, I mean, I still have some burger left, but... Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave the glasses on to play. I think it'll actually help me. It's going to help me that much. Oh, shit! Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. I'm sorry, guys. I legit didn't mean to do that. Tell me this game doesn't know how to fucking show some or create tension. Honestly, I mean, a lot of the tension in the original Space Invaders was that droning kind of drum tone, you know? That doom, 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 doom. This one fucking really ramps it up with that. If anything, it's more annoying than anything. Oh, come on, man. You know what we might do? For my members, we might start doing high score squad challenges. And this very well might be the very first one we do. There'll be no, like, real prize or anything. It'll just be for, for shits and giggles, really. For bragging rights and shit talk. I didn't mean to put my fucking shield on. I did there. Absolutely. Saw Twisted Sister, all 5 original members. That's awesome. I love Twisted Sister. I remember I almost got to see, oh shit. I almost got to see them, I believe Quiet Riot was opening up for them. And they played at the Worcester Centrum. Welcome to Worcester. Draw a 25, please. Does anyone know what I'm talking about there? Do I give you the quarters? Or should I just shove them directly up your fat fucking ass? Fuck you, I already heard that one today, you piece of repeating shit. Fuck. I gotta sneeze. Oh no! Oh shit, I didn't die. I didn't die. What the fuck, dude? Ha! I love Twisted Sister. There's a guy who did a piano. He's on TikTok. He does a lot of like softer piano versions of songs. And the two that really stick out to me are, he did Wasted Years by Maiden. And he also did The Price by Twisted Sister. And oh my god, is it heart-wrenching to listen to. Fuck! Ah, we don't need no fucking shields. We don't need your stinking shields. You know who I would really like to see? Alice Cooper reunited with his original, you know, the surviving members of his original group, the Alice Cooper group. I would love to see them play live. Alice Cooper's my favorite. Between him and David Gilmour, that'd be an interesting collaboration. David Gilmour and fucking Alice Cooper. Oh! I thought I was going to get slick with it. I thought I was going to be slick. Slicky Ricky. With a stinky dicky. Ah! Bullshit! Bullshit! This game can smoke my fucking pole. Have I mentioned that I love the animation of my character when I move? It's on to me. It's on to me. Fuck. That wasn't good enough. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Sorry, I'm concentrating here. But yeah, if you're a member of the Creep Collective, maybe we should start doing that. And then we'll do fucking live streams. I just don't know where anyone would post their score. That's the thing. And fuck the Discord, you know? Oh. What's up, Ark? What's going on, buddy? Ark Dov. I can never say it proper. I don't know. I'm just forever going to call you Ark. The Ark of the Covenant. Or Noah's Ark. I'm good with that, too. Saw Children of Bodom, Fear Factory. Yes, I fucking love Fear Factory so much. Lamb of God, 3 Killer Bands. Love all in a row. Absolutely, dude. Kyle says, well, hello. To who? Toll Booth Willie. Yes. Toll Booth Willie. Hello, Toll Booth Willie. I love Phoenix. It's one that I play every now and again. Yeah. Lately, I've been playing it because of the new homebrew that's on television. And I played it like a week ago, and I'm fucking weak sauce when it comes to playing it. So I'm trying to consider me in training, you know? It's like a montage. We're gonna make a montage. Phoenix is my favorite. Absolutely, man. Nice shield. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for coming in, Ark. I really appreciate it, my man. Oh, shit. I just almost fucking screwed the pooch there. I knew that was coming. I knew better. Oh shit, I should have fucking died there. You know, sometimes God is good. Well, he's always good, but you know what I mean. Oh, I thought he was going to touch down and give me a kiss. I thought I was going to get a kiss from Mr. Blue over here. Mr. Blue Kachoo. Cuckoo Kachoo. Oh! My finger slipped. I probably shouldn't be fucking eating cheeseburgers while playing games, man. I gotta clean the fucking controller now. Oh my god. Ugh. Wow, this guy. Tricky Dicky over here. That's right. But act like you know. Boop, 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 boop. Blammo! Alright. Nickelodeon. Bum, bum, bum. You're doing fine, man. That's awesome. I'm wicked happy to hear that. I'm wicked. I mean, I could barely see what you wrote, but I'm glad to hear that, man. There's a lot of people, at least in my life, that didn't make it through this year. You know, a lot of struggling going on this year. A lot of fucking horrors going on. Fucking Australia, man. Fucking people just want to worship on the fucking beach. Senseless. In a country that no one has guns in. Which I don't want to get political, and please don't. But I'm going to say something right now. People talk about fucking gun reform, gun laws. If anything, that proves that don't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. There's a loophole, like when I was in Arizona. Oh, come on! That you could just purchase, you know, without any kind of paperwork or anything if it's at a trade show or private sale. And I never agreed with that, but I'm not really about registering. I'm more about the whole, you know, if you're going to walk in and buy yourself a pistol, there should be, at the very minimum, some kind of a check done before you walk out of that building with it. And Arizona kind of did that. You answered this 10-question pamphlet. They ran you through the Department of something security. Basically, they're state troopers. They're highway patrol. I forget what they were called. It was like the Department of Safety and douchebags. I don't know. And that's not a dig on them. I respect law enforcement. I back them. Play one more game. But I will say it is quite easy for someone to walk into a fucking trade, into a weapons show at whatever convention that you're at, and walk out with a piece or 12. And I don't think that's right. I think you should still have to have some kind of documentation done as far as, who the fuck you are. I don't think you should have to answer as to why you want it. And I don't think you should answer as to why you want so many of whatever. If you want an entire room full of ammunition, fuck you. You should be able to have it. But there is some common sense stuff that we can really look into that wouldn't break any kind of constitutional anything, really. I don't think anyone would be opposed to, having some kind of a check down on people who want to purchase these things. And it's funny because it really depends on the type of weapon. If you're looking for like a handgun or something like that, completely different rules than... Like in Arizona, I could walk into Walmart and just buy a rifle and walk out. They don't even do anything. But for pistols, the least they do is they run your name through the Department of Public Safety. That's what it's called. Department of Public Safety. But I'm praying for you, my Jewish community friends. And I don't want to say nothing negative about another religion in which is opposed to the Jewish community, but there are sects of that religion that are just fucking evil scumbags. Period. I unfortunately had one of those young ladies working for me when I had the sandwich shop in Arizona. I can't tell you how many times her and her family talked about how much they wanted to kill people of a certain religious group that begins with a J. They honestly felt that they were filthy people. And I'm just like, I don't want this in my shop. So you can either stop talking like that, even on your break, or you can get the fuck out of here. And that was the beautiful thing about Arizona. Not that I think it's right, but it was a right to work state. If I didn't like you, I could just tell you to leave my shop. You no longer work here because I just don't like the way you look today. That's fine. Didn't matter. And I did. I let her go for it. Fucking let her go. I'm not going to handle it. I'm not going to deal with that hateful bullshit. I'm not Jewish, but for fuck's sake. My savior was. Yeah. Are you feeling me? My Lord and Savior. He was a Jew. And I have plenty of Jewish friends. So if you're a member of that community, I'm praying with you right now, man. And I'm praying that other religions start learning the use of peace and compassion within their fucking practices. And the people who fall into the extremist group of anything. I'll admit it, there are extremist groups of Christians. Remember the West Baptist cocksuckers? Their website was literally called God Hates the F Slur. That was their website. .com or .net or whatever, .douchebags. But yeah, so if you're a member of my Jewish friends, my heart's with you right now. I know people like to pick on the whole prayers and thoughts and all that, but I'm telling you right now, prayers work. They fucking work. So, I didn't mean to fucking get all religious with you, too. My apologies. All right. I didn't mean to do that. Like, I dated this one Jewish chick. And it's funny, her mom and dad were just like, you guys are in high school, that's fine, but don't ever think you guys are going to get married. She's like, I can't have a Christian marrying my Jewish daughter. I was okay with that. She was cool. So let's go back. Okay, I'm doing fine, Chris. Hope you're doing good, buddy. I am, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Creep, did you ever see the third Tron movie? I don't even remember watching the first one. I know I have. Never appealed to me. Never appealed to me. The Tron Cycle ride in Epcot or at Disney or wherever the fuck it is. No, that's in Disney proper in Florida. Fantastic ride. Life-changing, if you will. Wonderful ride. But no, I need to just sit down and watch those. Everything about them screams shit that I would probably love. It was just like Dune. I've never had the desire to watch Dune. There's a lot of those popular movies from when we were growing up that I just never, like Top Gun. I have no desire to ever see Top Gun. None. Maybe I just don't want to watch dudes playing volleyball. I don't know what it is. The Witches of Eastwick. A lot of people freak out when I tell them I've never seen that movie. Nor do I have a desire to. I live 20 minutes away from where it was all, and I could do a tour of it. Be like, yeah, this is where this happened. This is where this happened. Yay. I see these places all the time growing up because I hung out in Salem a lot. We used to go to this place called the Willows. It was basically like a little pier, thing that you would bring a date. And they had arcades, and they used to be a place up until the last couple of summers ago that had American chop suey sandwiches. My God, am I missing those? It was so good. The third Tron movie, I haven't seen it yet. Right on. Yeah, I haven't, unfortunately, my friend. Richie says, I saw Fear Factory years ago. Small venue in Sacramento. Rad show. Right on, man. Right on. Have I seen them? I say I have, but I think it was KMFDM that I saw. It was at one of the Ozfests when they used to go down to this area called Great Woods. I don't know what it's called now. It's the name of some big corporation, I'm sure. Everything turned into that, except for the garden. I mean, they call it the TD Garden, but we still call it the Boston Garden. But we call Gillette Stadium still Gillette Stadium, even though when I was growing up, it was just called Foxborough Stadium. Because it was in Foxborough, Mass. Speaking of which, 24-21, we're in the third. It's getting a little too close. But my Patriots, we are a second half team. We usually come back after the halftime and destroy, especially with this new fucking group of cats we got, man. I really like this new guy we have on the quarterback front, so to speak. I seen him running in for a touchdown earlier, and I was like, yeah, yes. That was the one thing Brady was lacking. Oh, fuck you, I should have got this guy. That was all me making the wrong move. That was 100% on me. I'm all flipping off the fucking screen. Brady couldn't run. He had square wheels. He had very square wheels. This new fucking guy has no problem. And he gets it done, too. So, I'm glad we found some talent. We had a couple of rough years there, even with Brady. But you could tell there was a lot of fighting going on. Some behind-the-scenes drama. And just to let everyone know, I'm not really a big football fan. Of course, I'm a local guy, and I like the Browns. But that was mainly because my dad's favorite team, until the Patriots became a thing, was the Browns. I guess when he was a kid, they were the closest team that he could get on the radio. So he followed the Browns until we got the New England Patriots. And then, of course, the Patriots became his shit. But we still saw him all the time wearing, Browns jackets and shirts. But the Pats were his jam. Fuck, I hate when I do that. I fucking hate when I do that. Alright, let's go back in. But, I don't really, I couldn't tell you who fucking does what anyone's stats were, how long they've been playing, when were they a rookie. You know, who are they fucking? I don't care. I'll watch a couple of games on the weekend. My dad, on the other hand, football was his fucking thing, man. He fucking loved the game. Like, to the point where we have a cassette of his 50th birthday party. It was a surprise we all put together for him. And my mom was able to get a hold of his old high school football coach. And he showed up for a few minutes. And of course, you know, my brothers paid him a little bit of tribute when he was here. He didn't want to take the envelope, but he took it. We made sure he took it home with him. Because he was a very important part of my dad's life. My dad didn't have a father growing up. His father underlined himself with a shotgun when my dad was 8. They used to go hunting all the time in the woods behind where they lived. They lived in fucking bumfuck New Hampshire. Then he moved back here afterwards. But one day he went to go hunting and he wouldn't let my dad go with them. And the next time my dad saw him, he was being carried out of the woods. And then one of the cops went up to my dad, and this is a whole different time period, guys. Went up to him and said, "Now, my dad's 8 years old." He said to him, "You're the man of the house now, Robert." Can you imagine that? And that's all he got out of any of that. No hugs, no kisses, no fuck! No counseling, no condolences. You're the man of the house now, Robert. Tough times our parents had. We complain about our shit. I had it fucking golden compared to him. But he didn't like New Hampshire, so he moved back down here with his grandmother. And where his immediate family were wicked poor, I guess his grandmother was doing really well for herself. So there was a lot of animosity. But he fucking loved football. It was in his blood. Fuck. Fuck you. And your stupid little nuclear poops. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Thought you were cool, huh? Fucking dude thought he was one of the cool kids. But guess what? I just came here to tell you you're not. Alright, we're good enough. Wow! Yeah, I messed up there. I committed too soon. Don't commit the ball! But the Pats are doing well, man. I'm happy to see that. They got a pretty solid lineup. I'll check the score here again in a minute. Oh shit, I was gonna get that second guy, but oh shit, why is he playing hard to get? There we go, I got him. Sometimes if you just stay in one place, when there's not like true danger, you just get them in a line. They'll line up for you. They'll line up for the slaughter. Stupid little Phoenix alien things. Oh, he thought he was going to come in for a kiss. I got a kiss for you, kid. Take that. Oh, shit. I overcorrected. I overcorrected there. Alright, we're going in. We went in. Got her done. How did I not get him? He was the only one I wanted to get, and I did not get him. Do I see a Chudley in the house? I'll check out your words here in a minute, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, my dad, he fucking loved the football. If it wasn't for the football, I wouldn't be playing football today. Can anyone tell me what that was from? I love football, and if it wasn't for the football, I wouldn't be playing football today. Oh! I slid in there with the deadly... Oh. Fuck you and your wing respawning ability. Come on, maybe. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's so stressful. Really is. This game really can be very fucking stressful. Very fucking stressful. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I will say I'm doing that a lot less these days. Oh, man. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm fucked up. There we go. All right. 3,400, 5 fucking thousand billion. 34,511. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I would say, oh yeah. Phillips, do you still have... He's so fucking fast. Do I have what? Edelman? Oh, no. Edelman is gone. He was my man. That little dude was my man. It's the only jersey I've ever owned was my Edelman jersey, and I still have it. And every now and again, someone will be like, oh, he used to use drugs. And they all fucking do. Shut up. They're all fucking roided up. That's it. Hello, Retro Creep. Hope all is well in Creepland. It is Chudley. What about you, my man? How are you doing? Wonderful comedian. He was great. I don't remember what his name was, but it was from the Rodney Dangerfield Young Comedian Special. Yeah, you know what I was talking about. He did the whole football team. He's like Bruce Koskiowski, San Francisco University, tight end. Next year, I hope to be a wide receiver. And he's like, Tony Cappuccino, Brooklyn University. He went through the whole fucking thing. It was great. Get the balloons. He's like, here's my girlfriend laying down. If it wasn't for the football, I wouldn't be playing football today. I said it to my brother Tom because he played football. He played the football, the foosball. I was busy being a fucking musician. You know, let's go to a shooter game. We'll close off the rest of today with another shooter game that I play quite a bit. It begins with a G. A G, if I can find the G's. Where's the G's? It's before the H's, right? It's before the H's. Let's see. That's the one that's silent, I think. I don't know. Oh, that's definitely not Galaxian. That was definitely not... Oh, that's Galactic. I'm not even near Galaxian. Here we go. We'll go with this one. It says it's a fucking prototype. I don't know anymore with these fucking games. I don't know anymore with these games. Now you can see it. I can see it. Oh, wow. Feels so weird playing this after a game like fucking Phoenix. I'm going to press down for shields that don't exist. Fuck. Oh. I almost got purpled. What the fuck? I was so focused on that red guy, I didn't even see the space poops coming down on me. The deadly poops. The poops. Yeah, this is the guy that got me killed. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck them all. Oh, what the fuck? Did you see that? Make fun of me, please. Make fun of me in the comments for that one. Not in the chat, the comments. I don't want to see it real time. I might cry. Oh, man. Oh, man. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Fuck! Alright, I thought I was doomed there. Guys, no, seriously, I'm fucking pressing down for a fucking shield. God damn, these things are aggressive. What am I doing today? Where are we at? Oh, man. Alright, we got through it. We got through it. We got through it. Fuck. I gotta stop cornering myself. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, I got him anyway. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh! Oh, I thought I was getting out of that. Guess what? I was wrong. Wait a minute. Did my game just restart? I didn't realize I ran through all my lives that quick. That doesn't happen often. That doesn't happen very often. Fuck. Man, there we go. We got him. We got him. Fuck, I was screwed there no matter what I did. I suppose I could have tried to go left. There we go. We got him to come on down. Fuck you. Oh, I was going to get him. I was going to get him even if it meant my life. Tis no good. Fuck. Wow, I am doing ungood today. Very ungood. This is a game I'm usually a real good crack shot at, you know? That's okay. That's okay. How'd that not hit? There we go. There's like a muscle memory timing thing to it. Oh, I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even looking. Gotta get this one white dude. There we go. We got him. We got him. Aha! Ha! Damn it. Fuck, I got greedy. I really wanted to get that last dude. I sacrificed it all for nothing. For nothing. Fuck. Oh! I should have fucking got smushed there. I should have been a goner. They're like, soon enough. I need to start making my shots fucking count. Fuck, I thought I had time. I thought I had the time. Thought I had the time. Come on! Stupid purple prick. Here we go. What? There we go. Here we go. Ah, right in his face. You big disgrace. Smoking my ball all over the place. DJC! This is Galaxian. If you rewind, we were playing Phoenix for a little while, buddy. We were playing Phoenix, and you missed it. But that's the beauty of the rewind button, or coming back later on. Had to have been 76 or 77. Hold on, just thinking about the first arcade machine I ever seen. It was at Shakey's Pizza. Am I reading that right? Shakey's? Couldn't tell you what the first one I ever saw was. I do know that the ones that were more prominent in my life was a Pac-Man cocktail table at the Saugus Papagino's. It's not there anymore. In fact, we were talking about that the other night. There used to be an IHOP next to it, and there was a gangland shooting right in front of it. Some of the bullets actually went into the building. We used to call that place the International House of Shootings. And the one dude, Cadillac, Salemi, whatever the fuck, he got fucking popped. And he ran into the Papagenos. All fucking full of holes and shit. The IHOP didn't survive, but the fucking Papagenos did for many, many decades. But they had one of those sit-down cocktail table Pac-Mans. And honestly, aside from a few of the games that were at the Town Line Lounge, over by their bowling alley, That was a nice run. Where I first got to play Centipede, my favorite arcade cabinet of all time. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I didn't see him sneaking back on the screen. Sneaky McFuckerson. Fuck you. It's funny that you're talking about Phoenix, man. Since I've been playing Phoenix a lot lately, because you guys have on your television, I had no course there at all. I've been trying to press down to get shields here. That's where a lot of my fucking deaths are coming in. We'll finish this game out. I'll check the fucking pass score. Because obviously, since I'm all out of fucking lives, I haven't even broke 10,000. I'm evidently not going to do very good today in Galaxian. But do I see someone saying Centipede, Stargate, and yeah, I'm watching and Donkey Kong. Actually, I think there was a couple of Donkey Kong ones all the way around here. All the arcades are money laundered front for. Oh man, that's sad. The laundromat has some killer machines. Yeah, they used to have them here too. Where are we at? We're at a commercial. Let's go into the old chat. Let's go into the chat mode. Let me grab one of my guitars. We'll chat for a few minutes. And then we will no longer speak for the rest of the afternoon. We will no longer speak. Unless someone else streams and I end up in there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this burger. Watch the rest of the Pats game because we should be in the fourth quarter now. There we go. We should be in the fourth quarter by now. Wow. Why is my frame rate so fucky today? I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's my plectrums, as they say over the pond? Fuck yeah. I can't believe I almost got rid of this. I can't believe I almost got rid of it. Glad I didn't. Can you hear any of that? Can you hear any of that? Alex, what's up, buddy? You jumped in at the end, man. I did get dided. I did it. I deaded myself in the game. It was horrible. I want to check something here. Do I really have 11 people in here? Get the fuck out of here. No, there can't be 11 fucking people spending their fucking Sunday afternoon with me. That's awesome. Thank you, all 11. Actually, I know for a fact it's 10 because I have my vlog account here in the background as usual playing the algorithm game. All right, here we go. What's the score? Oh, no. Oh, no. 28-24. Them. There we go. Come on. I think we just fucked up the program. Someone get an elbow into it. Woo! Fuck your score. We just scored. I wish you could have seen that. That was awesome. I've been trying to learn how to play the solo to the Dream Warriors lately. I don't know why, man. Ah! That was a horrible execution. But Howard says there was a place in Fairbank called the Giant Grinder. I like that already. They had a lot of titles, more titles than I could imagine. Really, Fluorescent Glow in the Dark, Tron Arcade. It was an awesome game. Right on, man. Chudley says, remember Wayne's World when he went to the guitar store and they said no stairway? Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, Guitar Center actually used to have that sign for shits and giggles. You know, I mean, whatever. It's that, or I think White Stripes now. I think people don't like White Stripes. Sweet Child of Mine, which, believe it or not, I never learned how to play that. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. Never learned how to play it. Had no desire. No desire. Yeah. Am I wrong? No. It's not easy. It's just, there's some songs that everybody plays. When they're intermediate and a little bit less skilled, you know? That, Smoke on the Water, and if you get really into like metal, like Am I Evil, which is a really simple. You know, stuff like that. You don't see too many people playing. I almost forgot how to play Master of Puppets there for a second. Although I suppose it would help if I had a pick that wasn't worn out. I started with Fade to Black, Metallica. It was my first song I learned on the guitar. Wasn't the first song I learned on the guitar. It was the first song I learned to play from beginning to end. It was the first solo. Watch this, I'll fuck it up now. I personally like coming up here and doing this. And then you go into the main A, C, G. Slide, you know. You do the electric slide on that A chord. That was one of the very first songs I learned to play from beginning to end. And the verse, real solo, I learned how to play. Fuck yeah, I love Fade to Black. Great song. DJC says, we had a Miss Pac-Man in the lobby of Chi Chris restaurant. Chi Chris? What kind? Was that a Chinese food place? It says Chi Chis. It's not really Chris. There's no R in there. Again, glasses are fucked. Chi Chis restaurant. Cocktail table. Yeah, we had a cocktail Pac-Man. You heard me say it already. Started with Fade to Black. Metallica, the first thing I ever learned. Yeah, man. Metallica is really where I got my chops. I can't tell you how many times I'd be sitting there watching something, right? And because of James Hetfield, I would just downpick while watching. And I would just do that for hours. Because I wanted to be James Hetfield so fucking bad. You know, and then you had a... Oh my god, I can't play Creeping Death anymore either? And then, of course... Fucking love that song so much. Love Creeping Death. And that riff right here, the reason I like this so much, and by the way, if you watch my other channel where we talk about a lot of guitar stuff, I am doing a video of 5 more riffs or licks that influence my playing. And one of them... And mainly because Kirk Hammett was 16 when he wrote that, according to his story. And I could totally see a kid at the end of his bed playing that over and over again. Especially when he was playing it, because things weren't that heavy then. And to have some little kid on his bed going... Not a hard riff at all, but it is fucking heavy. So let it be returned. Love it. Love it. I love all that fast picking. I love galloping. What's a good galloping song that I could use that's Metallica? There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a... Oh! I could never get the timing on that right, but... Lashing out the action, returning the reaction, weak or ripped and torn away. Those are definitely some fucking angry white boy lyrics if I've fucking ever heard them before. I fucking love it. I love it. I love the metal. I love it when metal is up my ass. Metal up your ass. Disposable Heroes. Yep, another great one. Can I play that one? Well, that's... Hold on. I can't remember how to play Disposable Heroes. I apologize. I guess part of Fade to Black has a really cool galloping part. I like that part. It's hard to start it, though. That's enough of that before copyright kicks in. But, yeah, down picking is the shit. Down picking is the shit. I play a lot of Black Sabbath stuff. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. But, kick-ass riff. They're all kick-ass riffs, you know? They're all kick-ass. Like, even, I don't know if Tony plays a down picking or not, or if he goes, or he, you know. Another fantastic song. Puddles or Piddles the Clown, or whatever the fuck he called himself, did a really wonderful version of War Pigs a number of years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. Pretty cool. Yeah, Sabbath, man. Sabbath is where it all starts. Honestly, it's where it all fucking starts. But Bill Ward, one underrated drummer. Yeah, and you know what? I got to see Sabbath 3 times. Once without him, the very first Ozfest, and the other 2 times, which was like Ozfest 3, and they played with Pantera opened up for him at the Garden. Probably like 96 to 97, excuse me. Bill Ward was with them. You know? I honestly didn't see Ozzy going before him. I have to be honest with you. Because Bill Ward was in a real bad place for a long time. And I'm pretty sure he's still alive. I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but I don't know. Probably not. Maybe he is. All I know is I will never be able to see any version of Black Sabbath that I enjoy ever again live. I even liked some of the Dio stuff, you know? Heaven and Hell was a great album, man. That was Dio, right? Yeah, that was definitely Dio. But, I don't know. Let's see, what else? What else can we talk about guitar-wise? But yeah, I've been trying to play the solo to Dream Warriors. No. I was playing it fine earlier, man. Dio and Tony Martin did some great Sabbath. Absolutely, man. All right, we're going to fucking play that one more time. It's a lot of that sliding shit that George Lynch likes to do. There it is. That's not it. That's not even close to it. I was lucky to see Ozzy Osbourne in Fairbanks, rather, at the Carlson Center, right across the street from my house. That's awesome. Play some Pearl Jam. Fuck Pearl Jam. I fucking hate Pearl Jam. You know what I'll do? I'll put the guitar on the floor upside down and I'll step on it a few times. And I might be able to squeeze out a Pearl Jam song from there. If anyone on here is like a diehard Pearl Jam fan, I don't want to say sorry for making fun of them. Because fuck Pearl Jam. I've never been a fan of them. I can't stand Eddie Vedder. I can't stand him. Their guitar player, whatever the fuck his name is, decent guitar player. But he just ended up in a band that is poo-poos. So, a lot of low bad boy. Hey, what? Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? Or are you just making fun of fucking Pearl Jam? Eddie Vedder. Play some Pearl Jam. Shut up, Alex. Acapulco to do. There's really only a few bands from that kind of grunge alternative era that I was into. I really did like Soundgarden. I actually wrote a really rad riff trying to play one of Soundgarden's songs. I can't do it on this because it's a drop D song. And I got a walking nut here. So, got any Jake E. Lee in you? No, actually, I can kind of play. But I never did learn any of his stuff. It's not that I never respected him. Because I love a lot of his riffs. Like Bark at the Moon is a fucking one of the best Ozzy riffs ever. Yeah, I never learned how to play that very well. But I will actually start thinking about playing around with some Jake E. Lee riffs. What's up, Billy? How you doing, buddy? Well, I don't even like making fun of Pearl Jam. I just don't like them. And if someone brings it up, I'm going to talk a little shit. I got a friend. She lives, down the street here. She's one of those diehards. She's the type that'll fucking like follow the band, or she has a few bucks. But oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It was kind of half-assed, but I really appreciate it. I dig Alice in Chains. They opened up for Guns N' Roses in Seattle. Right on. Guns N' Roses was another one of those bands that I didn't like, not because the music wasn't good, but because Axl Rose really fucking bothered me. Here's a fucking dude that had everything, and he acted like a little fucking princess. It's fucking rock and roll, dude. It's fucking rock and roll. Be a little more masculine with your bullshit. He would stop a show because his throat hurt like a little bit. He'd be like, oh, I get my honey before the show. Get the fuck out of here, kid. But Slash as a guitar player, oh my God. And he brought the Les Paul back in the spotlight, which is one of my favorite guitars. And because of which, I got to play and hang on to a guitar for a little bit that almost became mine, but then a tragic accident happened. He's like, oh, you like Les Pauls? I'm like, yeah, dude. And matter of fact, I was still playing shit like this. And he's like, my grandfather has one in his closet. Let me see if he'll let you use it. And he pulled out this 57 Les Paul Jr. which isn't quite a Les Paul. It's the shape, but it was a student model back then. But they are highly desirable now, and they sell for 5 figures easy. Even more, depending on the condition. And this thing looked like it had hung out in its case since God knows when. And I had it in my possession for like a few months, and I fucking fell in love with it. But I gave it back to him because it wasn't mine, nor technically was it his. And then he said that my grandfather gave it to me. Would you like to buy it? And I was like, yeah, but I don't have the money for something like this. And they weren't very collectible yet, but they were getting there. It was still vintage Gibson wood. But the whole Les Paul thing was still kind of coming. You know, it was still kind of coming. But $200 was the number that came up. And then we just could never reconnect. And then we finally did. And he was like, dude, there was an accident. I had it laying on my floor. I'm like, first of all, why? Why would you have a guitar laying on the floor? People could step on it, necks break. And that's exactly what happened, except his mom had a treadmill and let the thing drop so she can, you know, it was one of those ones that you can fold up and put back in the corner. She didn't know the guitar was on the floor. She just hit the latch, snapped the fucking neck right down. And I was like, I'll still take it. I'll still take it, you know? But we just never ended up connecting, and I'm pretty sure it ended up in a landfill somewhere. It was in fucking fantastic condition. It didn't even have the typical nitrocellulose, that's the type of lacquer Gibson uses. Cracks in them. I love that look when the nitrocellulose starts getting like the finish checking and all that. Oh, man. I just don't like fake relics. Because even Murphy Labs, which is like the big bucks at Gibson, still can't quite get the, you know, they get pretty close. But Owls and Chains I liked a lot. I liked the STP, even though everyone kept calling that like Pearl Jam Light. There was just something very rudimentary about them that I enjoyed. Where are we at with the game? Oh, fuck the new Avatar movie. I've never even seen the first one. No desire. You are correct, Creep. I'm hoping you're talking about with the Axl Rose thing. Complain about the marijuana smoke and shit. Right? Fucking dude was a rock star, and he ended up being a fucking prima donna. Where we at here? Buffalo Wild Wings. You guys remember that story I told about Buffalo Wild Wings? I wore the pink hat and everything, cowboy hat. We had just got done watching, I want to say it was The Last Jedi at Jordan's IMAX in Reading, Mass. And they have a Buffalo Wild Wings in there. No, not Wild Wings, I'm sorry, a Fuddruckers, excuse me. I don't know why the fuck I connected the two. Oh, you'll find out here in a minute. And I saw they had a buffalo burger. And I love spicy shit, so I'm like, yeah, I want that. Here I am thinking it's going to have like lettuce and blue cheese and like buffalo wing sauce or some kind of a hot, you know, thing that goes on the bun. And I got this cheeseburger with nothing on it. It was just a patty, cheese, and the bun. And they have a buffet where you can do your own thing, you know. So I hardly ever speak up for myself. I usually just deal with it, take it, and move on. I don't know if it's an anxiety thing. I don't know if it's I'm just grateful to have it thing, and I'd rather just not make a problem about it. But this time I was like, okay, I was expecting like blue cheese and shit. So I said, excuse me, miss, I hate to bother you, because they were a little busy. Because the movie had just gotten out. I'm like, so this is the buffalo burger I ordered. She goes, yeah. I said, what makes it a buffalo burger? There's nothing on it. And she just laughs at me and she goes, oh, we get this all the time. It's made from buffalo meat. I'm like, oh. So she's like, we do have hot sauce back here if you want a little bit of it. I said, yes. So she did. She mixed me up like a little spread and put it on there, and I put the lettuce and tomato and whatever on my own. And I felt like such a douchebag. She's like, because it's made from buffalo meat. That's why it's a buffalo burger. And I'm thinking, well, we don't call hamburgers cow burgers, right? And over in Europe and stuff, all things like meat patty that goes on a bun is considered a burger. It's more of a style of sandwich than it is a specific meat like we do here in the States. But yeah, I saw King Diamond. Oh, hell yeah. I love King Diamond. And never complained about marijuana smoke. So much pot cloud. Yeah, dude. I love Buffalo Burgers. It was so good. That's why I like Montana and Wyoming. Absolutely. Just don't make me eat any animal nuts. Motherfucker! 35-31 in Buffalo's favor. Fuck New York. How much time do we have here? Oh, we got 4 minutes. We got a whole lot of game left. Oh my god. I kind of regret streaming now. I wish I was watching this more closely. Oh, looks like the snow's coming back down in Foxborough. Foxborough's about an hour south of me. About 45 minutes an hour south of me. In fact, I was training to be a general manager for a friendlies at one down by the stadium on Route 1. That place was a madhouse. I almost got it closed. Like, people were getting high behind the counter, showing up drunk. And I got burned. I got burnt once by one of these fucks. And I did. I took him out back. I took him out back and just fucking let him have it. And the actual manager of the store was like, that's it. Your career's done and all this stuff. I said, do you really want to go there? Look what's in that kitchen right now. I'm going to fucking report all of this because I got hurt. And if it was anybody else, they, you know, they could have gotten it worse. I got a big fucking splash of grease on my arm. And, you know, I have to just think about the waitresses that might come back there. Not because they think women are weaker, but you know what I mean. And these fucks just slinging shit around and being high all fucking night. Yeah, the past can come back. So I said, look, I'm leaving here. I'm leaving here right fucking now. You can either deal with him. I don't know. Fucking King Diamond! And of course the old. I don't play that one too often anymore because, oh no, I just unplugged my guitar. Because it's like the cliche song now from King Diamond. That and like Master Puppets from Metallica. I'm so fucking, guys, come on, tell me if I'm right or wrong here. I know I'm right. I am so sick of Master Puppets. It's like whenever someone brings up Metallica, whether it be like in like when that Eddie Munzer or whatever the fuck his name was, went up on top of his trailer with the BC Rich, it was Master Puppets. And I get it. I would almost think that Enter Sandman would be a little bit more recognized than Master Puppets, but I don't know. Not a big fan of that song anymore. I remember when it first came out, I was so excited. The new Metallica fucking video is coming out, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to hear, you know, something like that. But then they come out with a... which is real catchy, by the way. And it's no wonder why it went right to number one. It is a fun song. It just got overplayed. Even James Hetfield himself is like, I fucking hate that song now. I fucking hate playing that song now. But they used it to break a record recently. I believe they were playing that song somewhere overseas, in my case anyway. And something about the decibel of the entire stadium, the people, the dancing, the singing, the band, registered as a wicked high earthquake on some fucking Richtometer or whatever the hell those things are called. Excuse my ignorance to the people who are into, you know, geological fucking movement and stuff like that. I'm ignorant to all of that stuff, but I heard they fucking disrupted. They disrupted the whole area playing that song, man, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Chris, there's video on the entire Abigail album. It's like an AI video Oh shit, dude! Send that to me on Facebook. I love that. That's my favorite King Diamond album. Abigail. I fucking love that. I love that whole album. No, it's 18 is 9. I think that's it right there. I was trying to go minor, but yeah, it's in that scale. Whatever. I love King Diamond Abigail. In fact, I wanted to name my daughter Abigail, but my wife's like, no, we got to give her a really nice Irish name. So we did. We gave her an Irish name, and she compromised, and the middle name is Abigail. And it actually works really well with her first name. I've said it before. I'm not going to say it again. Just because I do have dickheads that come on here, and I don't want them seeking out her. She's a really good kid. She's doing her own thing. And there are a couple of fucking dickheads that I know would, for whatever reason. What are we doing here? God, 31-35. Guys. Who's got the ball? Who's got the fucking ball? You know what I should do? I should pull it up on here and we can watch the rest of the game together. I don't think we have the ball right now. We're past the 2-minute warning. This is going to piss me off if we fucking lose this game. Okay, it looks like we do have the ball. Hey, come on, brother. You got all the time in the world. Come on. And they turned it over. All right, well, we still have just shy of 2 minutes. A lot can happen in 2 minutes. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'll just look it up. AI Abigail. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now while we're on the stream. AI. 18 is 9. AI. All right. We've got a lot of the full album. But from there on, I'll figure it out from there. My guys. All right, well, I am going to release you all from the clutches of the stream. How many we got in here now? It says 9, so we got 8 cats still hanging out in here. I really appreciate each and every one of you, whether you've been squawking or not. We got to play a couple games. You get to watch me eat a little bit of a burger, play some guitar, yell and scream about the past, possibly fucking... son of a bitch. But either way, guys, I'm going to clean up my little space here before the ladies get home. And Alex says, no. Too fucking bad, huh? Now yous can't leave. That's such a great movie. It took me a long time to get into that one, but that's a fantastic movie. That's one of probably my favorite lines of all gangster movies ever. Okay. He walks over, locks the door, and says, "Now's you can't leave." I said something, not sure if I found the right one. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. I appreciate it, Howard. I really do. I really, really, really do. So, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me this afternoon. Didn't really get much done, but it was still fun, right? We had a lot of really good chats and all that stuff. And as the holidays progress, I hope everyone's having a fantastic time with it, regardless of what you shake your dick to or whatever it is that you do this time of year. Whether it's as humble as just a Christmas tree or a menorah. That's really all I know, honestly. I don't know any traditions to Kwanzaa. And aside from those 3, I don't know any other holidays this time of year. But if there is something obscure that you celebrate, I hope it's going splendid. I want you guys to keep in mind that accidents don't take holidays. So be fucking cool. If you're going to get a little sauced up, make sure someone else is behind that wheel. Don't fuck yourself or anyone else out. Normally it's other people that you end up with, and then you ruin your life. But just be safe. Have a good time with your friends and your family, or if you're just doing it alone, you know, hang out on one of these things with somebody. Message me on Facebook. I don't call people, but, you know, regardless of what you're doing, I hope you're healthy. I hope you're having fun with it at the very least. Go Pats! And until next time, guys, I want you to take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.